What's going on, guys? My name is Maurice F. Martin, and this is another episode of today's Inspiration. And Maurice, I'm tripping. Listen, this is a weekly segment where I read your real emails and messages, and from there I try to give you some insight, some motivation, or some wisdom to help you through your week. If you are a person who maybe you're tripping with something in your personal life or in business, feel free to either leave a comment down below. You can message me on any of my social media at Maurice F. Martin, or you can email me at mauricefmartin.com. I will pick one email per week, and I will do just what I'm about to do right now. So this week's message says, Maurice, I'm tripping. It's been well over a year since I've been to a church. I know God and believe in Him, in His power. I've been burned by church, and even at one point felt like God hated me. I know, though, that I need God. Is this one of those situations where I should go when I'm ready or just go anyway? The other thing is that it's easy to pray for other people, but not for myself. I have no problem praying for my friends and family, but I can't pray for me. Anyway, that's why I'm tripping. So first of all, I just want to say thank you so much for your honesty. And I also want to tell you, I've been there. See, there's two different pieces and parts to that, and I'll actually address the second one first. It is easier to pray for other people than it is to pray for you. See, when you pray for other people, you show that you really do have faith. You believe that God can be God. You believe that God still has power, that God still listens, that God still has wisdom, still has grace. The disconnect is you just aren't sure if He has those things for you. I want you to be assured today that the whole reason that I started these videos is partially because I had it in my spirit that there's people that God wanted to speak to directly. And so if I may just speak prophetically to you for a moment, I just want to say to you, you haven't been forgotten. And nothing that you've done in your life is so bad, so wrong, so twisted, so dark that He doesn't forgive you or that He doesn't give you grace. And then understand that when it comes to the first part of this, where you've been burned by the church, I understand that sometimes we feel that the burns that we have, they've left scars. They've left us warped and feeling like we can never quite be the same. But you know, in life, some of the times that leave you twisted, that leave you tormented, those are also the times that give you wisdom. And so sometimes we put too much faith in a building and in people, and not enough faith in the one that we went to pray to. This is a lesson not in who God is. This was a lesson in who man is. And unfortunately, men, even within a church building, sometimes are broken beyond belief. And sometimes people go to the church because it's a hospital and they know they need to be fixed. But other people, they go to a church so that they can just be wrapped up in the pomp and the circumstance. And so ask yourself this question: are you chasing religion, or are you chasing a relationship with the one who created you? If you're chasing just religion, then I would say just go back to church whenever you feel like it. If all that you want is a couple fast songs and a slow song and maybe a little bit of prayer every once in a while, then whenever church feels right to you, go back then. But if what you're chasing is a relationship with the one who created you, then church starts in here. Just before I started filming this very video, I was worshiping God, playing worship music, and I was having church in this room. And that opened me up to the possibilities of what God can do in my life and how God can speak through me and to me. And in the same way, if you begin to have church within your heart, then it won't be this long gap in when you feel like you are ready to have church with someone else. And in this climate of COVID-19, the reality is you can have church without the other people physically with you. You're able to worship God by watching corporate services that are being had online. So to me, if what you're really looking for is a relationship, there's no reason to not turn on your church service on Sunday or to watch a church broadcast every day. Because right now we're all having internet fellowship. It gives you an opportunity to start off guarded enough that you know that you're not going to be taken advantage of by maybe someone who doesn't have good intentions. but you'll be close enough to the Spirit of the Lord and close enough to the Word of God and close enough to men of God and women of God who are preaching the Word with integrity that you'll be able to get everything you need so you have the sustenance to live your life. And here's where I want to end things for you. Understand that when you're trying to heal from some of the things you've been through in your life, some of the things that were self-inflicted and some of the things that people have done to you, understand that the way that we grow up and heal is through the Word of God. It's through the presence of God. It's through the fellowship of other believers with God. It's through the praise and worship. All of those things are intertwined. And it's also through your intimacy, your one-on-one relationship with Jesus. So I want to make sure that for you, that you understand that it begins somewhere, but it has to continue. Don't just wait until it feels right. It may never feel right. It may be years before it feels right. And if all you want is religion, well, then don't go back till it feels right. But if what you want is God, understand that God comes with power. God comes with the power to take your uncomfortable moments and turn them into moments of maturity, personal evolution, wisdom, growth, and grace. I hope that helped you today. I hope that maybe that gave you a little bit of courage, a little motivation to turn on a broadcast. Might I recommend for you the Word Church's broadcast? That's the church that I go to. And if you're looking for a church home, you can just go to youtube.com/The Word Church, or it might be youtube.com/Word Church. Just look up the Word Church in the YouTube search, and you'll absolutely find my church, if nothing else. Thank you so much, all of you guys, for your time. I hope that also helps someone else. And again, if you have a message that you'd like for me to deliver to you, if you need some insight, some wisdom, some motivation, or inspiration, be sure to drop me a line, and hopefully, maybe, I'll pick yours. My name is Maurice F. Martin, and this has been another episode of Today's Inspiration. And Maurice, I'm trippin'.